And welcome back to Slick Picks. Today is Saturday, December the 12th, and we've got a big weekend to look ahead to. Recording this on Saturday morning, going to get it out before the noon games, so make sure you tune in early. Last episode, we didn't do too hot. The first over 5, minus 5 units. Feels like whenever I brag, I wouldn't say brag. Whenever we have a good episode, we went 4-1 before. Never fails that the next episode doesn't do well. Had a couple of heartbreakers. Georgia Tech Pitt 54.5 landed on 54 exactly. Patriots just didn't show up. I forget what else we had. Oh, Arizona State, Arizona, two teams averaging 20 points per game, and Arizona State comes out and scores 70. So whatever, it happens. That's why they call it gambling. Odds are set up for you to lose. That's fine. We're going to take advantage of it this weekend. Just like the last couple episodes, we're going to go over 3 games that I'm really interested in, and then we're going to go over my card. I'm going to start off on Saturday at 3:30. We got number 17, North Carolina, at number 10, Miami. Miami is a 3.5 point favorite. Over under is sit at 69.5. UNC's offense is averaging 41.1 points per game. Miami's defense is giving up 22 points per game. Miami's offense is scoring 34.89 points per game. UNC's defense is giving up 28.6 points per game. UNC is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. Miami is 6-3 against the spread in their last 9. Obviously, UNC's played a little bit tougher of a schedule than Miami, but Miami's defense versus UNC's offense, this is what it's going to come down to. Can Miami get those big chunk plays on offense to stay in the game? Can UNC move the ball on Miami's defense, which has proven to be stingy this year, especially in ACC, where you usually see a lot of points? I'm leaning towards the over in this. 69 is kind of high, but this is going to be a 42-38 game. And I'm leaning towards Miami, but I'm not sure if I would give them the 3.5. I think this will be a 2-point, 1-point game, something crazy like that. So if I had to pick a side, I think I would go over. I think I would go Miami. UNC season's over. Miami still has a chance to make the Orange Bowl, especially if both Notre Dame and Clemson make it into the college football playoffs. So Miami's still playing for a New Year's Bowl. So yeah, I would lean towards Miami and the over. Lots of points here. This would be a really fun game to watch. Moving on to Sunday, we've got Washington at the 49ers, two teams that have to win. San Francisco is a 3.5 point favorite. The over-under is set at 43.5. Washington is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7, 4-1 as an underdog. San Francisco is 1-4 against the spread in the last 5. They're also 1-4 straight up. Washington playing as a motivated team. They've got to win out if they want to make the playoffs. Playing really good football. Coming off of a Steelers win that we predicted on the show. And they're also a dog in this one. They're plus 150 dog. I like Washington in this. It's going to come down to Washington's offense against San Francisco's defense because that's the strong suit of both. I think Nick Mullins is not going to be able to handle the front 4 of Washington. We saw him struggle against the Bills this last week. It's just going to be up to whether or not Washington can score or not. Antonio Gibson's still out with turf toe. McKissick played well against the Steelers, and Alex Smith played well. So I'm going to lean towards Washington. Definitely take that 3.5. If not, straight up, it's going to be a field goal game. Over under 43.5. I'd probably go under on this. I just don't see Washington scoring a lot of points. I don't see Washington giving up a lot of points. This could be a 22-14 type game. Really stingy. Going to come down to the fourth quarter. And Sunday night, we definitely got our game of the week. We got the Steelers at the Bills. The Bills are a 1.5 point favorite. Over under is set at 48. Pittsburgh is 73. against the spread in their last 10, has gone under 4 of their last 5. Buffalo is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5, has gone over 4 of the last 5. So we got a clash of styles here. Overall, I think Buffalo's a better team. We've talked about it all year long. Steelers are not playing that tough of a schedule and just lost to a losing record Washington team. Not scoring a lot of points. Bills offense is scoring a lot of points. Josh Allen is getting back into form. He had a good start to the season, kind of slowed down a little bit. Now we see him lately really picking it up. It's going to come down to whether or not the Steelers can score points. They didn't score points on Monday, and they lost the game. So it's going to come down to whether or not they can score points. I like the Bills in this one a lot. I think 1.5 is easy money to take. And I'd also take the under, maybe the over. I'd stay away from the number. There's no telling. The Bills are known to throw up some garbage points at the end and really, really add points to it. So I would stay away from the number. If I had to pick, I'd go over. I can see a 28-21 type game. So those are our picks. Those are our previews for the weekend. I really like the NFL slate. We've got a lot of winner go home games. College slate's kind of weird, a lot of added games, but we'll definitely be watching, savoring the last moments of football before it's all gone and we have to watch basketball and baseball. So enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the football games. All righty. Going over my weekend card. Got to bounce back. I feel like every other episode is a bounce back episode. So we're going to dive into it. Virginia Tech versus UVA. I've got Virginia Tech minus 2.5 at minus 118. Virginia Tech's got to win this for Justin Fuente to keep his job, I think. And Virginia Tech just dominates UVA. Something crazy like 21-1 in the last 22. Last year was the first time they've lost in a long time. So definitely a fluke last year. Virginia Tech minus 2.5. I like that a lot. We've got San Diego State and BYU over 47.5. That's at minus 115. BYU coming off a loss, going to have to score a lot of points. I don't believe San Diego State is a very good team. I don't know. I haven't watched them this year. That kind of backfired on the last episode when I said I didn't know anything about Arizona and Arizona State. So take that with a grain of salt. Over 47.5 in that game. We've got Tennessee and Vandy under 49.5, minus 108. Both of these teams suck. They're not going to score points. I could see this being like 21-0 Tennessee. Like, I don't know. Maybe take the Vandy points too. Tennessee's not good. And lately it seems like they always play a close game with Vandy. So hop on that. We've got USC against UCLA. USC is a 2.5 point favorite. I think they're just leaps and bounds the better team. USC is going to finish the year undefeated and not even get noticed for the playoff when Ohio State is. That's a debate for a different episode. But USC is a good football team. They got a good quarterback. I think they go undefeated. 2.5 points. I like that. Next, we got Iowa Moneyline versus Wisconsin. This is borderline a pick'em game. Wisconsin hasn't looked good. The quarterback's young and making dumb mistakes. Iowa is a gritty, run the ball down your throat, good defense team. Moneyline is at plus 110. Put one unit on that. Really like that. Really looking forward to watching this game, actually. We've got Akron and Buffalo first half over 31.5, minus 110. Buffalo's going to win this game 62-0. And I think they're going to score a majority of their points in the first half. Don't rely on Akron to score any points. I think the over set at like 70 or something ridiculous like that. I just can't trust Akron to score that many points, but I can trust Buffalo to score 5 touchdowns in the first half. So over 31.5, I like that. We've got Coastal Carolina versus Troy. Coastal Carolina coming off a big win. They're giving them 2 touchdowns against Troy. Troy's not a good team. 5-5 in the Sun Belt. I really like Coastal Carolina. Really like their quarterback. Didn't know he was a freshman until last week. Really like them. I think they win this game by 3-4 touchdowns. 13.5 is pretty safe. A little bit of basketball. We've got Memphis and Auburn over 145.5. Auburn is scoring a lot of threes, not playing a lot of defense. Memphis is scoring a lot of points. I like over 145.5. That's in at minus 108. We've also got Belmont and Lipscomb over 148.5 at minus 115. Both of these teams like to go up and down the floor, so it's going to be a lot of points scored. If Lipscomb can hit their threes, this will easily go over. If Lipscomb is struggling with threes, then we're going to grind it out. But I like it. Minus 115, so that has me thinking that it was either about to jump up to 149. So we got a price right here at the last minute. Sunday card. We've got Washington money line plus 150. That's my hammer, putting 2 units on it. They won us some money last week, and yeah, we're going to ride it this week. I think they're the better team, and they have to win. So plus 150, I like that. Put your money on it. Buffalo minus 1.5 against the Steelers. That's sitting at minus 110. Put 1 unit on that. Like I said, I think they win by a touchdown. I think they score more, and I don't think the Steelers can keep up. So that's minus 1.5 at 1 unit. And a little bit of soccer. We've got Chelsea versus Everton. I think that's actually this afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Minus 1.5 at plus 200. Double your money. They should be able to win that. They've unbeaten in the last 18 or something crazy like that. 2 goals. They should be able to win by 2 goals. Alrighty. And if you noticed, we rebranded the Facebook. If you're listening, Slick Picks has its own channel now. And if you're watching, Slick Picks has its own YouTube channel now. So make sure you share, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And we might have some t-shirts coming up for the new year. Got a logo that I really like. And yeah, excited for the future. Really going to ramp up this show. Got a couple things coming in to really ramp it up and make sure we're getting a good product. So go gamble, go have fun, and watch some football this weekend. We'll see you next time.